He's an incredibly gifted and highly creative person who really battled real challenges in his life.
At a time when technology was just beginning to progress, Nikola Tesla stepped forward to explore new possibilities. Although he encountered many enemies during his life, he never failed to exchange his brilliant ideas and inventions with the world. Because of this, our world is different, and we have so much more advanced technology.
Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in Smiljan Lika, which was in the region of Croatia. Nikola was inspired by his mother, who made numerous machines to help with the housework. His father was a priest. Tesla showed many signs of becoming a genius at a young age, for he had a photographic memory and could do calculus in his head. Even Albert Einstein mentioned Tesla when asked how it felt to be the smartest man in the world, and he responded, "I don't know, you'll have to ask Nikola Tesla."
One day, he was simply walking when he had an idea for a new electric motor. The idea came like a flash of lightning, and in an instant, the truth was revealed, Tesla later recalled. He understood that the current would be made to reverse direction, flowing alternating only one way, then another. He named the invention the alternating current, or AC motor.
Edison was using a type of electricity called a direct current, or DC. At the age of 28, Tesla decided to immigrate to New York City with 4 cents in his pocket, a sketch from a flying machine, some poems he had written, and a letter of introduction to his hero, Edison. When he arrived, he found that America was unattractive compared to Europe. What Nikola was seeing was the work of Edison's DC power station. He saw dangerously exposed wires. The people who lived in Brooklyn became so used to having to dodge shocks from the trolley tracks that they named their baseball team the Brooklyn Dodgers.
The letter he gave to Thomas stated, "My dear Edison, I know 2 great men and you are one of them. The other one is this young man." Tesla then told him of his work on the alternating current motor. Edison did not care about his work, which sounded like competition, but he noticed that Tesla was special and hired him to improve the DC current. Edison said he would give him $50,000, which would be worth over $1 million today. The potential of this amount of money made Tesla interested. He worked from 10:30 a.m. each day straight through until 5 a.m. the next morning.
Edison was disrespectful to Nikola throughout their whole relationship. Edison made sure that some of Tesla's potential inventions were shut down and never produced. He told patent offices to overlook some of Tesla's inventions, like the light bulb. Edison then stole it and told patent offices to overlook Nikola's application and take his. Thomas stole other inventions too, like the fluoroscope. He did not appreciate the brilliance of Tesla's mind. After Tesla had finished his improvements on the direct current power plant, he went to Edison to receive his reward. Edison stated, "When you become a full-fledged American, you will appreciate an American joke." Nikola Tesla, being very disappointed and shocked, resigned.
People knew of his talent, and multiple investors approached him and asked him to find a new way to arch lightning. Although it was not the ideal job, the group was willing to finance the Tesla Electric Light Company. Tesla, the proud new owner of this company, invented an arc lamp with a great design and efficiency. All his money that the machine earned went to the investors, and all Tesla got was stock certificates. Soon, Mr. A.K. Brown of the Western Union Company decided to invest in the idea of the AC motor. In a small laboratory not far from Edison's office, Tesla created the AC power generation and transmission. This system is used throughout the world today. Tesla stated, "The motors I built there were exactly as I imagined them. I made no attempt to improve the design, but merely reproduced the pictures as they appeared in my vision, and the operation was always as I expected." He had finally been able to produce his motor, but it would be difficult to introduce it commercially. In November and December of 1887, Tesla filed for 7 patents in the fields of AC motors and power transmitters. These covered the entire system. The ideas were so original that they were issued without challenge. Today, we think of these as some of the most valuable patents.
An industrialist named George Westinghouse heard about Tesla's invention and made an offer to him, wishing to purchase the patents for $60,000. He accepted the offer, and thinking about more inventions, he spent half of his money on a new laboratory. An invention created during this time was the Tesla coil. The Tesla coil could be used as a radio transmitter and is used today as the center of televisions, radios, and VCRs. It could shoot up to 500,000 volts in the form of lightning.
After Edison found out about the AC motor being produced, a full-scale industrial war began. At stake was the future of industrial development and whether Westinghouse's alternating current or Edison's direct current would be chosen for this. Edison took this to extreme lengths. He hired Professor Harold Brown to try and demonstrate the dangers of Tesla's alternating current. This would make people not wish to buy the AC system and therefore be forced to buy Edison's DC motor. Professor Brown would use the AC motor to electrocute and kill many animals, and eventually took this idea even farther when he electrocuted a murderer named William Kemmler. He built the first electric chair, which was powered by the AC motor. He did all of this just to prove Nikola wrong. Despite Edison's cruel effort, Tesla and Westinghouse still prevailed. The Westinghouse Corporation would be in charge of lighting up the Chicago World's Fair. The people attending the fair discovered that the future would be lit by AC motors, and that legacy has lasted for over 120 years. In late 1893, Tesla was awarded a contract allowing him to build the Niagara Falls power plant. Together, Westinghouse and Tesla created the first Niagara Falls hydroelectric power plant. It began to spread electricity all over the world.
As he got older, people stopped believing in him. They thought this way because of his mental illness, which was most likely obsessive-compulsive disorder, or OCD. Some actions that displayed this disorder was his extreme fear of germs. He also refused to stay in a hotel room that was assigned a number not divisible by 3, and would not enter a room until he had walked around the building 3 times.
A number of different things attributed to him as far as some of the mental challenges that he dealt with, but you have to understand, he was an incredibly creative mind, right? Like he explained the world that we live in today.
His inventions also became more eccentric, including a machine for time travel and a camera that could photograph thoughts. One of them was used to absorb free electricity from the air and managed to light 200 fluorescent lamps in the ground 25 miles from the machine. Our interviewee, Will Zell, is working on an invention that is similar to this.
Will's company, Nikola Labs, is designing an invention that will absorb radio frequency waves and convert them into wireless power.
Forget alternating current, forget direct current, forget using wires at all, right? So this whole concept of being able to use radio frequency energy to get power from point A to point B.
This company is one of the many that are carrying on Nikola's legacy in our world today. Sadly, Tesla's invention was shut down since many people didn't believe in him and thought it was impossible. Tesla died alone on January 7, 1943. He was 86 years old. At this point, he was poor, and many of his inventions were unknown, as almost no one remembered how large his contributions were to the newly lit world. He is still a huge impact today, with many of his inventions in use. Because of Tesla's exploration of electricity, our world will never be the same.
If you look at how everything has evolved over the last 100 years, it's really, we can look back to the war of currents, to Tesla and Edison and everyone else involved, and really thank them for the life that we have today.